Remember me, one bite at a time? We have come to Paul's letter to the Galatians, some of his first converts. And Paul is disturbed, maybe even angry. The problem is they have been infiltrated by one or more teachers who have led them to compromise the powerful center of the gospel, the Christ message. Instead of keeping watch and celebrating the incredible message of God's grace, they have now begun to backpedal into the very thing that God had saved them from, slavery. In fact, for Paul, this was not a little thing. This is tantamount to outright denial of the Christ message. And that Christ message is this: God makes us righteous by the faithfulness of Jesus Christ. In other words, it is what Jesus Christ did on the cross that allows God to count us as righteous, not anything that we have done or can do. This argument shows up in chapter 2 immediately after the famous section where Paul calls out the Apostle Peter for being a hypocrite. Immediately then, he writes this incredible statement: "We ourselves were not born as sinners from Gentile stock, yet even though we are natural-born Jews, we have come to recognize that nobody is made righteous by observing the commands of Torah, but only through the covenant faithfulness of Jesus Christ. Indeed, we Jews ourselves have put our faith in Christ Jesus, in order to be made righteous by the covenant faithfulness of Christ, and not by observing the commands of Torah. Because, as Psalm 143:2 says, no human being will be made righteous by observing the commands of Torah." Here's a place where the NIV is wrong and the King James Version is right. God counts us righteous because of Christ's faithfulness, not our faith. Moving on, the center of the entire letter is 4:1 through 10, especially verse 5. The heir remains a child and a servant until the time appointed of the Father. When that time came, God sent his Son, born of woman, born under the law, to redeem those under the law, that we may receive adoption as sons. God sent the Spirit of his Son, the Spirit crying, "Abba, Father," that you are no more a servant, but a son and an heir. The upshot of this letter: don't ever allow yourself to fall under the spell of any system that allows you to believe that righteousness is a result of your good works and obedience. Rather, Jesus' work on the cross made you righteous. That is why you obey and do good works.